Okay, we are going to be doing the second part, example 4. So the earnings Y in dollars of a nighttime employee working X hours are represented by the linear equation Y equals 7.5x plus 30. The table shows the earnings of the daytime employee. So right here, this is daytime. We'll put that right here. So this is a daytime employee, and that equation represents the nighttime employee. So the very first thing they want you to figure out is which employee makes a higher hourly wage. So the very first thing I'm going to do is it says to compare the slopes. So I have my nighttime employee, and I can see that the slope for my nighttime is 7.5, which means $7.50. My daytime employee, I have to figure out what that particular slope is. Remember though, whenever we're looking at slope from a table, we have to do the change in y over the change in x. They happen to already give us this pattern. So it's 12.5 over 1, which then is 12.5. So then your daytime employee makes $12.50. They want you to say which one is a higher hourly wage, and that would be your daytime employee. Okay, part B. Write a linear function that relates the daytime employee's earnings to the number of hours worked. So that's the first part. So I need to write an equation for daytime employees. We already know that the slope is 12.5. So now we just have to figure out what the y-intercept is. If you look at the graph, remember your y-intercept is always the point where x is 0. But if you see, we can't see anywhere where x is 0, so we're going to have to go backwards to figure out the point before. So you can see as you're going from the table left to right, you're adding 1. Same with the y's, you're adding 12.5. So if you're adding in both directions, you're going to be subtracting as you go from right to left. So 1 minus 1 is 0, 12.5 minus 12.5 is 0. So therefore, this tells us that the y-intercept is actually the origin. Okay, so we did part 1. Part 2 says now we need to graph them. So if you notice, your x values, you're just counting by ones. So I'm going to count by ones, but skip 2 boxes in between, so it's kind of like spread out. And then your x-axis is going to be your time in hours. Your y-axis, you can see you have to go all the way up to 50. So I'm going to count by tens, but once again, I am going to skip 2 boxes in between just to make sure that I can see all my points. And then this will be our earnings in dollars. Okay, so now we have our x and our y labeled. Now the last thing we have to do is graph. So I'm going to graph the nighttime employee first. And remember your nighttime employee, this equation that's already in here. You can see that the y-intercept is 30. So I'm going to plot a point at 30. And then what I'm going to do in order to figure out what the other points are, I'm going to plug in numbers for x. So if I plug in 2 for my x, so I have 7.5 times 2 plus 30 will give me 45. So I have 245. I'm then going to plug in 4. The reason why I'm plugging in even numbers, which would give me 60, is because I know that when you multiply an even number by 7.5, you will get a whole number. So then I'm going to plug in 6. 6 times 7.5 plus 30 will give you 75. And if you notice the pattern, you can just apply the slope. And I'm going to multiply by 8, 7.5 times 8 plus 30, which will give you 90. Then I'm going to do my best to draw a line, but you guys should use a ruler or a straight edge. And then, so that's my nighttime. We'll put N for night. And then my daytime employee, since I know that there is no y-intercept, you can see right here, I'm going to plot that at 0. And then I am going to plot the other points. So if I have 2, that will be 25. I'm just going to plot the points that fall directly on top of, a grid point. And then 4 will be 50. And then if you multiply by 6, 12.5 times 6, that will be 75. And then we'll give you 100. And then once again, I'm going to do my best, try to make that as straight as possible. And then, so there's my daytime employee. So as you can see, the daytime employee, even though it has a higher hourly wage, doesn't earn more money than the nighttime employee until you have worked a total of 6 hours, because you can see that they intersect at the 6-hour mark. So they ask you at the last sentence to interpret, and that's exactly what I'm going to say. So I'm going to say that the daytime employee has a higher hourly wage, and yes, you need to write all this, but does not earn more money than the nighttime employee. Until each person worked more than 6 hours. Which makes sense because the daytime employee, the slope is higher, which means it has a higher hourly wage, but you don't earn more money until after the 6-hour mark, which is where they intersect. And then the next problem is an on your own problem. So pause the screen, try the problem on your own, and then we'll talk about it in a minute. Okay, so now you should have unpaused it, and we're going to talk about the on your own problem. So a manager earns $15 per hour and receives a $50 bonus. The graph shows the earnings of manager B. So the first thing I'm going to do is they're asking on letter A, which has a higher hourly wage. I'm going to first write the equation for manager A. So if they tell me that it's $15 per hour, we know that's going to be our slope. The $50 is your starting point. No matter how many hours you worked, you're going to receive that $50 bonus. Okay, so now we're comparing slope. So we have 15 for slope here, so $15 per hour. And then I'm going to figure out my slope over here. So my rise is 25. My run is 1. So we have 25, 1. So 25 divided by 1 will give you 25. So manager B is earning $25 an hour, and manager A is earning 15. So which manager has a higher hourly wage? That'd be manager B. And then after how many hours does manager B earn more than manager A? So since I'm going to erase that, I'm going to erase this. Since we already have manager B plotted on this graph, I'm going to do the same thing with manager A. So if manager A starts at $50, that's going to be our y-intercept. And then we know the slope is up 15 over 1, but that wouldn't exactly fall on an exact dot. So what I'm going to do is I know if I multiply 15 by 5, I will get an exact answer. So I'm going to do 15 times 5, which is 75, and then plus 50, and you will get 125. So I'm going to connect those two dots as best as I can. So this point right here is 5, 125. I plugged in the 5 into my equation. So after how many hours does manager, so we just plotted manager A. This one was manager B. So after how many hours does manager B earn more than manager A? So you have to look at where they intersect, which was at 5 hours. So manager B would earn more money after 5 hours, because right at 5 hours they're making the same exact amount. So that next hour, or maybe even that next 20 minutes, they're making more money. Okay, I know this was a lot of notes today. So right now you should be getting 6.3 worksheet. Hope you guys have a great day.